What's going on YouTube? Today we got NBA legends on the day. Michael Jordan started talking trash with young LeBron James, man. Story. Mike was talking trash to my boy Bron, man. Man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I brought to that hunt. You on that hunt, man. 47 the other night. Boy, 38 years old, dropping 47, man. Averaging what? 20, 28? 7, 6, something like that, man. I don't know. I'm just saying, man. That boy different. That boy is different. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all enjoyed this reaction, the last Michael Jordan reaction will be at the end of the video. Stay tuned for that. Roll to 5,000 subscribers. Make sure you turn on post notifications. Tell me which one to react to next. Links in the description, man. Without further introduction, let's get into it.
Welcome to the untold story
Let's see.
on the day that a young LeBron James met his idol, Michael Jordan, and the incredible stories that you'll hear about MJ and LeBron. This video is the complete story of all the players that were involved within this day, from Jordan to LeBron, Ron Artest, Jamal Crawford, Antoine Walker, Charles Oakley. Each player details a story remembering this day. So I won't keep you waiting. All that I'll ask is that if you enjoy these videos, please hit that like button. This video in particular took me hours upon hours to edit and produce for you guys, so I'd greatly appreciate it if you guys could hit that like button. I know this is a big ask,
do that for me, y'all, please.
23,000 likes. LeBron James, Michael Jordan, the number 23, that would be incredible.
I'm gonna get a little logo right here too, y'all. I'm gonna get a little logo for right here too, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. So y'all can just click right, hover right here, and you know what I'm saying? Get my name and shit. Shout out Nick Smith NBA. I be reacting to a lot of bro videos. Shout out you, bro. You doing your thing. Appreciate you.
Was there when you're a kid, who did you look up to? Who was in your mind your game you were playing?
Wow, you know I love Michael Jordan.
The guy that I've looked up to my whole life.
Really? The same number as Michael, too, 23.
Right. And that's my inspiration in basketball.
The way that he approached the game, the way that he led his troops when he went out on the court, and his never say die attitude, man, was something I always looked up to.
You meet him? You know him?
Yeah.
What was it like meeting Michael Jordan for you? Was that pretty cool?
Oh, yeah, it was great. You know, for me to meet Michael Jordan, it was like, I think it was better than the president.
Let me tell you a story, as a matter of fact. So I'm growing up watching this guy on TV every day, and I'm like, wow, he's an amazing basketball player. Hopefully someday I get an opportunity to meet him. So
when I met Michael Jordan for the first time, I literally couldn't believe it was him.
I seen him walking towards me, and it was kind of like he was walking on air.
And to me, it looked like he was like levitating. I was like,
yo, why everybody say that? It gotta be true at this point. Everybody say he has an aura about him that he overlook real. It's always something, man. For real. I'm trying to think though. I don't even think I really looked up to anybody playing basketball. Like, I mean, I obviously knew about the greats, but I wasn't really looking up highlights trying to emulate my game after nobody for real. I was just, you know, putting in work. And my game was my game, you know? I played how I played, really though, for real. My game wasn't like nobody else. I mean, Kyrie a little bit. I guess I definitely used to look up some Kyrie Irving highlights, because that's really my time when I was watching basketball, when Kyrie and the Cavs was making their pushes and all that. And that's another reason why I'm really heavy on my LeBron fan stuff, you know? That's really the only time I was really watching basketball when I was fan of the Cavs. I saw Kyrie out here. And that's how I played, you know what I'm saying? Step back, huh? You know, like, shoot, contested. Little hesitant, you know? But let's get back into this.
His feet didn't even touch the ground.
I had to pinch myself. Is that Michael? Who? And it's like he was like Black Jesus to me.
I couldn't believe it. Like, people, you know, I felt the dude looked like Jesus Christ to me.
I was like, are you finally here?
You know, he was Black Jesus to me. Nobody could tell me anything different.
I think it was my junior year in high school. I go up to Chicago and I go to a gym called Hoops where he plays basketball in the summertime.
I was in Chicago, Maverick and I and our good friend G. They take us to Hoops. I'm going there.
I didn't know he was going to be there.
And before they play, they say Mike always, used to lift before they play. Mav know the story. So we walk upstairs. And nobody told me that Mike lifted before he played. I don't know anything about lifting right now. I'm a high school sophomore. I don't know anything about lifting. We walk up there, and the first person I see is Charles Oakley.
Damn, times have changed, bro. Think about that, bro. I'm sorry for pausing so much, but I just want to say this. Think about that. The number one prospect out of high school, straight to the NBA, wasn't lifting back then as a sophomore, junior in high school. Now I know freshmen that's out there in the weight room, they nobodies, Not to say like that, but they nobodies, you feel what I'm saying? They in the weight room and ready, getting crazy. Times really changed, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Times really changed. Because now I feel like everything's just more advanced. I'm seeing 9-year-olds out here. Come here. Oh, what? They wildin', like, it's different times, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Being from Cleveland, dapped him up. I had seen Oak around the city a few
times. Kids is getting better and better.
Tim Grover had the gym.
It's crazy.
And we always, come in, work out.
Bouncier and bouncier.
Oak move.
This technology is crazy.
Mike is sitting on the bench press. And I was like, oh my fucking God.
Well, LeBron and I was like Black
bro,
Jesus.
They were just in awe.
His aura, it was like a ghost.
He doesn't seem real, does he?
He don't seem real. He don't seem real. Think about that.
Nah, I don't know what I was doing the room with Michael Jordan. I ain't gonna lie, like, just look at him like, yo, what the fuck? I feel like I know what they mean. Like,
he don't look real.
He doesn't. And everybody else that's ever met him, even superstars from Shaq to LeBron, everybody else that's ever met him, has said the exact same thing.
Yes. I didn't think he was real, man. You don't understand. I didn't think Michael Jordan was real. I only thought he lived in the TV, either in games or commercials or Come Fly With Me on cassette tapes.
Wow, yeah.
I didn't think he was real.
He hung around all day with us and just had a ball.
And it was like, holy shit. It's Michael Jordan. Like, it's Michael Jeffrey Jordan in the flesh. And I couldn't believe it. And we went back upstairs into the weight room. There's just me, him, Tim, G, and LeBron. And he talked to us for like 15 minutes. And that was the first time LeBron ever met Michael. We talked for about maybe even a little bit longer.
I think LeBron learned something from being there because he saw that hard work pay off.
If the man above would have took me that day, I would have lived a hell of a life, I swear to God.
Yeah, so that was like one of the best feelings
now,
I've ever had.
Had he, at that point in your life, in your basketball career, had he heard of you? Did he know of you?
Well, yeah, I think he did.
And Michael sat and had a conversation with us just about basketball. And I honestly don't remember anything that was said in the conversation. He was I think he was talking to LeBron about like NBA and being a pro and giving him lessons, but it was like, everything just sounded like blurred out to me, like I was listening to God speak. It was like, I don't even remember what he was saying, and that was the first time he met Michael and myself.
He called me a young fella, of course, and just basically told me to keep working at it, and someday I can get to the NBA. I was a junior in high school, so, I guess he told me something right, and I just kept working at it.
Yeah. Well, and when I got back home to Akron, and I told my boys, because they know how crazy I am about MJ, they was like, "No, you lying." I'm like, "Dog, I was not only did I see Mike, I was on the court with Mike."
Maybe it didn't work out chronologically. I'm guessing did you ever get to play any kind of game with him?
And so when he was 16, he was out there playing, and if you watch the game, he wasn't like dominating. He wasn't like, but he didn't stick out. You didn't go like, oh, there's a kid out there. It was like, oh, there's just another player out there. Like, he got a couple buckets, went up and down. He wasn't at all ready to defend. But on offense, if you can pass, you can play. And he could pass, and he had the size and the ability to get in and got a couple buckets. And it'd be interesting to see how he remembers those games. That's actually something I may have to ask him about this summer when we're chilling, is like, how does he remember those games? Yeah. And did he take anything from it like that was a gauge?
Sophomore year, 2001, you're on the court with him. What's that experience like? You're on the court with, Black Jesus, as you said. Do you remember anything about that run?
Yeah, him and Antoine Walker was talking so much shit. I swear to God.
The way we pushed each other, talk trash.
Back and forth, back and forth.
Twan was fantastic. Talk a lot of shit and play and do the shimmy. And
as the summer went along, the run, it just got bigger and bigger. It got to a point, there would be 30 pros in the gym. It was me, Juwan Howard, Quentin Richardson, Corey Maggette, Darius Miles, Bobby Simmons, Gilbert Arenas,
Paul Pierce, and
yeah,
Penny was playing.
Finley was in there. Stackhouse was in there. A young LeBron was in there.
Jamal Crawford
played against Ray Allen, Tim Hardaway, Antoine. Everybody was coming through Chicago. We never lost.
If you lose a game, you may have to sit 2 games.
Wow. But on top of that, you mentioned LeBron. LeBron had to be only 15, 16 at this time,
16.
right?
16. Everybody had heard about him. He came to Chicago, played pickup with us.
When LeBron was a sophomore, and Antoine brought him there. Maverick was a little older than him, but he hadn't went to college yet.
So was he able to hold his own?
Oh, without question. When I tell you the competitiveness of these games, we used to go at it every single day. As a kid, and you know Michael and they're playing against him, but to have the every day to see his competitive drive at his age, I think he was 39. He wanted to win every fucking day, man. Every day.
He was just, it's something different. I remember one time he came out there and some dude was talking trash. Yeah, Michael, I'm doing this. You know, I'm doing this now, and I'm making as a player making. He was on max contract. I'm getting my Ferraris now. I'm doing this.
You got a new Ferrari, and you showed up, and you were pretty happy about it. Can you? What all went down with that story?
One time, I came and I had a drop top Bentley. So you know, I mean, everybody knows. I mean, you got 30 pros at the gym. Half of them, more than half, live in Chicago. You know that parking lot was lit up. You know it was a car show.
Yeah.
You know it was a car show. So it was just one of those days. I got the Bentley. You know, after we get through with the gym, like I said, we all hanging out. He sees my car. He gave me some compliments. He was like, "Okay, that's nice." He was like, "You know what? I'm gonna drive something every day for you."
And they said, "Yeah, well now I get mine. They give it to me free just to drive it.
I'm gonna drive a different Ferrari every day for you now." He drove a Ferrari, different Ferrari, 5 days with the matching sweatsuit. With the matching sweatsuit.
Nah, Jordan's different for that. Jordan different for that. I ain't gonna lie.
He had on a yellow
flex though.
Jordan outfit. He had on some black, white, and yellow Jordans that probably still ain't out. And outside he had a yellow Ferrari to match. So he just was, his whole thinking was just on a whole different plateau.
And, you know, for me, when I got the opportunity, they didn't let me play for like the first hour. You know, because I'm like,
young guy
I'm
had
16.
to sit there.
Yeah, young guy. I'm sitting there just waiting my turn. And to be honest, I didn't even think I would even get the opportunity to play. And the only reason I played is because the guys that was in the league, you know, after an hour, some of them niggas get tired. They like, you know what, I'm done with this shit. I'm done with this shit. Hey, young fella, hey, we need a fifth. You want to play?
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. I'm all over the court. I gotta tee up. See what I'm saying?
This kid was killing. He was playing very well. So
that's why
I
he
gave him a
was there.
forearm on fast break. He was coming. He was cooking. He couldn't. Nobody can guard him. LeBron James.
At all.
They couldn't guard him. I'm like, I'm doing that. He's embarrassing us. So he's coming down full speed.
Nah, you probably exaggerating. He's exaggerating. Other words say he was holding his own. He was doing all right, but he wasn't standing out enough. Right on chest seemed like the type of him saying exaggerate a little bit, but it's in good intentions, man. It's in good intentions.
I lay him on the floor. He get up and start cooking more. He's just tough. He's about
maybe it's a different game though. Maybe it's a different game.
But I remember him just being tough.
You know, so for me to be on the court, you know, at 16 years old, sophomore in high school with, you know, my favorite player of all time, man, it was like, this can't be real, man. If you pinch me, man, I was like, please, I hope I don't wake up.
Yeah, I remember that game. It was a point in that game
in which you elbowed Jordan in the ribs. What happened?
Real easy. What happened? Well, all right. So when
I remember you broke his rib.
Yeah, we was in Chicago in the summertime playing pickup basketball. At that age, when I sense that somebody's better than me, I go into my street mode. I'm only 19. See what I'm saying? Michael Jordan did, so it's crazy, right? So, but I'm playing real hard, and I don't think he expected that. So he would always say, "Yo, come back, come back." As a 19-year-old, I just had a lot of energy. and he liked the bump. You know, it's MJ. MJ would have referees come down. So MJ, when he gets the ball, he scores. He was very good at 38 years old. So I tried to, he's still amazing. And I was 19 or 20. So I was trying to deny him. Michael posted me up. You can't let Michael get the ball. At this point, he's the best player in the league. Immediately, I'm like, I don't give a rat's ass. He's just as crazy as I am. He scored every single time. And I got tired of him scoring. So he was holding me, and I knew if I let him touch the ball, he's going to score. So I cannot let him touch it. And then as I tried to move his arm, because he held me, he wanted this position. I'm like, nah, you can't have this position. You know what I'm saying? So when I was trying to deny him and get his arm out the way, my elbow hit him in the ribs. And then his ribs cracked. So it wasn't like, you know.
Metal World Peace, they got that's Metal World Peace. That's his nickname, right? Round out chest. I'm gonna say round out chest. But he always used to be, he elbowed a few people, right? Remember that one elbow you did that right in the boy face? Yo, right, that was James Harden hit with that. I remember that.
Crack. You cracked.
It just, you know. And that was like one of the worst days of my life as a basketball player.
He went down and they...
No, he didn't go down. Jordan's crazy. I hit him in the ribs. He holds his ribs. He was like this, and he got the ball. But the crazy thing was after he went, after he did that, he came down. He takes about 5 seconds, then it's his ball, crossover, free throw line. And he ends the game on the jumper. Bang, right, game over, and then he walked off.
Mike hit a game winner in the game, just like Bron said, with the foul. Same Utah foul in the pickup.
Same
it was
thing.
like,
game over, MJ.
And was like, yeah, that's why they pay me $33 million to do this. That's why they pay me $33 million. I'll never forget that.
He gonna talk trash. That's in it.
That's in his DNA. He can't help that.
Right?
Right.
And went off like this. And I'm like, damn, MJ is nice. And then the next day, I found out he broke his ribs. And then I got the call the next day. Actually, in the media, it said Ron Artest punched Michael Jordan. That's what said the next day. Wow. It said Ron Artest punched Michael Jordan and broke his ribs.
Yeah.
I broke his ribs, he averaging 25. He'd been averaging 35. He's out 3 months. So he was cooking everybody. And it was something that I was I regret to this day because he averaged 25 points that year. And he had to take off 3 months. When I seen him play that summer, I'm like, wow, MJ's gonna average 35 points. Because he was killing everyone. At that time, MJ was killing. When I broke his ribs, he sat out 3 months, came back averaging 25. And I was telling people, if it wasn't for those 3 months off, he would average 35. He was killing them.
Right.
And you talking about all-stars was in the gym.
Because that was the year after he retired, correct?
That was 1 year after he retired.
Right.
And he was cooking. And when he came back and averaged 25, I wanted to see MJ average 30. Yeah. And I felt like, you know, when I did that, I felt like I stunted his progress of conditioning, training, and I remember just regret. That's one of the things I regret the most in my career. And
Tim was pissed.
Huh?
TG was pissed.
I remember that.
Tim Grover.
Oh really? I was going.
It was like waves went around Jordan brand, like going crazy. Like Mike hurt because you broke his ribs.
Wow.
How was he after it happened? Was he immense or was he pissed off at it?
Well, I was upset for a couple days. You know, I didn't go back to play the next day. I was kind of upset. So I was sad for 2 days. Right? I was in my house. I lived in downtown Chicago, and I couldn't get up out the bed thinking about Mike. Right? Mike, and he heard about this. I was talking to my agent, and then Mike called me, yo. And MJ called me. Who's this? Mike who? Michael Jordan. Oh shit. And he says, hey man. It's all right, man. Don't worry about it. It happens. It happens.
W. Michael.
It's gonna be okay. It happens. I'm like, oh.
Common W. Michael.
You know. And I was like, oh, all right, cool. And I went back to play. I went back to play in the summertime, man. First time I met Mike, yo. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. I didn't know it was the first initial time.
Yeah.
He just inspired everybody.
Yes.
Like at those runs, Jay-Z and Beyonce were coming to watch pickup. Like he's inspired everybody from every walk of life, you know, and that's what he's just. I think God just put him here and said, "You're gonna be the one."
And let me.
Common Jordan W though, man. I enjoyed this one, man. Let me know if y'all enjoyed this one. How y'all feel about this? Ron Artest breaking Jordan ribs, and all that. Yeah, man. If the last Michael Jordan reaction on your screen right now, click that off. You know what I'm saying? Please, y'all, please make sure you click that last reaction. It's good for your health and all that. Road to 5,000 subscribers. Make sure you turn on post notifications. Follow me on the gram at Lil Unc Official. Link in the description. All links in the description. That matter of fact. Tell me what you want me to react to next, man. And I'm out of here.